Hello, Sissi.
It's great to see you again, especially at this wonderful place. It's so pretty and it's like very artistic
The
and
decor is very unique, right?
yes, it's very unique.
Yeah. So this is Vagabond Hotel, under the Marriott Group. So the owner of this hotel franchised, franchised the brand from Marriott. So she runs this differently from Marriott, like JW Marriott, Marriott Courtyard. So this is considered as a boutique hotel with fewer rooms. Only four floors. Yes. So the membership applies differently. You still enjoy free upgrade if you are a member of Marriott, but you don't really enjoy the F&B benefits or F&B discounts. So what is special about this hotel is that it has got this very artistic, eclectic feel. It's designed by a French designer, so it's really like a mini gallery. And there's a very famous whiskey library, where you can taste, sample a wide variety of tastes from different parts of the world.
That's very unique because most people, when they come to Singapore, they only know about MBS. They don't really know about Shangri-La, but it's very few people will come to such boutique hotels, which is really unique.
And the neighborhood is pretty interesting. It's a little bit chaotic, a little bit messy, very local,
Chaotic.
with a lot of conserved houses that cannot be torn down in Singapore.
Yeah.
So you can get to savor a lot of local food
Yes.
and very unique cafes around as well.
Right.
So it's really a nice place worth visiting. So if next time anyone that comes to Singapore as a visitor, there are a lot more such places for you to explore than just like Gardens by the Bay, Botanic Gardens or Orchard Road.
I've been looking at your interest group. It's called Charlie's Vintage, and you showcase a lot of interesting china, a lot of like tea sets, and it's really pretty, and I like a lot of photos. I'm just wondering, because it's an interest group and you don't make any money out of it,
I don't.
and what really inspired you to do this?
Okay, Charlie's Vintage. Charlie is my dog's name, so I want to give her some legacy because she's really old, and she's been undergoing chemo because she got lymphoma. So I want to do something in her name. So since I was a student in the UK, I started collecting a lot of china, fine china, born china from the flea market. So it was one of my chief pleasures in the UK, and the collection built up over these years. And recently, I've been also interested in this fine china from Japan and also China. They're very exquisite as well. So during the CB circuit breaker, where everybody was kept at home, being confined, we didn't have much to do. So I started arranging my china, putting them with cakes, set up some nice, tableware for my family, and at the same time, I took photos of them. And I find that, hey, this is really pretty, and there are a lot of people who like it. So I wanted to share my nice vintage with my friends, or even friends that I haven't known yet. So I set up this group called
International friends.
And surprisingly, after I set up this group, somehow I have received a lot of likes from different groups, different countries. People from different countries, and they become the members of Charlie's Vintage.
I guess like after this have seen your nice photos, when they come to Singapore, they also know that we have like really good like tea lovers over here in Singapore.
And we have got different brands for tea as well, like TWG, and there's one very special brand with what chicken rice, laksa. So I also feature those things in my photos in my group. So I'm trying to bring out another aspects of Singapore, the lifestyle of Singaporeans as well, to overseas friends.
And also the nice places to have afternoon tea.
Nice cafes in Singapore.
Right.
Yes.
After this, then what? Like, what does it lead to?
Well, it's a hobby, so I don't really have a concrete plan, for it. It's not like as if I have my plan for career. for investment. So
how do you see 5 years later? What
it's too stressful. Even for hobby, you have to plan for 5 years or 10 years, right? But yes, somehow I do have a vision. Yeah. So hopefully it can turn into a bigger group. Now we have got more than 260 people as members. Maybe later 1,000 people from all different parts of the world. And when COVID is finally over, totally over, maybe years later, and when people can start traveling again, they can come to Singapore and we can meet up. And this will become a kind of exchange programs, interest exchange programs. And I hope to actually show them something about Singapore that they didn't know before.
That would be fantastic, right?
Yeah. And I don't know whether this will turn into a business or still remains to be a hobby in the future. But I think it's definitely something worth looking forward to. So Sissi, after talking about my hobby, I think you are a person with a variety of hobbies. Surely you are talented in multiple things. For me, I'm just collecting a lot of stuff and showcasing. So I have been developing my photography skill. But what about you? You've been singing, dancing, and
yeah, I like to sing and dance, and they're very different. I like to do like musical singing, operatic singing. I've been learning that, but I like to do belly dancing, which is totally
so when my
different.
guests come to my house for tea, maybe you can perform for them.
Yes, definitely, right? Why not? That would be fun. Right?
It's a fusion.
It's a very interesting Singapore night.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Because what I do is very masculine, right? I manage money and finances, but my hobbies are very feminine, and I want to showcase that part. And I really want to do things that showcasing the feminine side and the beauty of women.
I can tell from all the while that I've known you and from your videos, your consistent theme, message is be a woman with strength.
Yes.
Right? Be a woman with a future. So, but I must say that if you want to encourage more women collectively to be empowered, there must be some concrete plans to do it. Is there anything on a higher level that you can do for women in the future?
My ultimate goal is to set up Sissi Goh Foundation to fund women's education, specifically education in wealth management. And actually, I also want to set up this degree for wealth management as well. But that's a long-term goal because I think women need to know how to manage the money. It gives them the independence they should have and also the confidence in life. I think that's the ultimate goal. But how to get there, I don't know yet. I'm open to opportunities to do more and to inspire women like around me to just do little things to help, and we will see where it leads to eventually.
I would love to see Sissi Goh Foundation.
Yeah, if I have enough money to do that, yes.
Money is to be earned.